Hey, what's up, Closer Nation? Back here in front of the whiteboard again. I say that at the beginning of all these videos. That's like our thing now. Like me and you, we got this thing going on. And today I want to talk to you about the conditions of the sale. And you're probably like, dude, why'd you get kicked off Facebook? I'm going to write about that later. It's going to be in a blog post. I'm going to tell you about these glorious 30 days that I've had and all these awesome videos and things that I've thought of for you guys. But in the meantime, today, I want to talk about the conditions of the sale. You see, when I was a loan officer, when we would submit somebody's paperwork, like they would give us a loan application, tax returns, W-2s, bank statements, the last page of the bank statement that's intentionally left blank, they never sent that. We always had to ask them for it. And then we had to double verify that the stuff that they gave us wasn't even fake. We submit all this into an underwriter, and then the underwriter looks at everything and approves it based on conditions. And see, when I was a young man doing loans, I didn't realize it, but that's kind of a metaphor for life. Everything's based around conditions. There's conditions to the sales, just like there's conditions to the loan. And the conditions to the loan were things like, the last page left intentionally blank provided of the bank statement, a 4506T transcript filled out from the IRS, maybe a verification of deposit that matches the amount of money they show. Because people can Photoshop documents, and fraud is heavy when you're borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, there was these conditions that had to be met in order to get what they wanted, which was not necessarily the money, but the house. So basically it works like this. They submit a file, the underwriter looks at it, decides that there's some conditions that need to be met in order for that file to get the money that the people are asking for. And really that's how life works, right? If you want to do something, there's some conditions that you must clear, some conditions that you have to get out of the way, some clearing conditioning that you've got to do if you're going to get what you want. You want to be a millionaire? The condition is that you put in the work, you have the skill, you build the audience, you do the work, you thrive, and you save your money, and you invest, and you become a millionaire. Those are the conditions, right? And I'm sure there's many more. I know that I had to go through a hell of a lot more. It's like you want to be successful in life, then you have to clear the conditions of acting successful, creating a successful business, helping others become successful, because I think that's the biggest thing about success is being able to help others. So these are the conditions, right? You want to have a great marriage, you've got to invest in your significant other, you've got to show up for your kids, you've got to show up and have date night, you've got to give them gifts, you've got to love on them, you've got to accept them for their flaws. Like these are the conditions that if you want to have a great relationship that you've got to meet. Well, like sales is no different. If you want to get a sale, there's a condition that's inside that person that says, the prospect says, if you're going to earn my money today, there's some conditions that need to be met. And I want to address the four major conditions to get to the sale. Now, they're not all the conditions. Sometimes there's some shit that comes to you just out of left field, and whether you got a good-sized baseball glove on or not, you just can't catch it, right? It's just part of it. But I'm going to give you some four conditions that almost every prospect has as soon as they show up on the phone, through the text message, in the email, on your car lot, through your retail outlet, or wherever. And the first condition that most people in this day and age have, like you can just guess that 99% of the prospects, 100% of the prospects are going to have this condition: we're short on time. Because here's the thing, when we're buying something, even if it's something as exciting as a car, right? We're always short on time. We want to get it over with. We want to get the result. We don't want to stay in the sales process. And I'm talking from the prospect's point of view here. We don't want to stay in the sales process. The prospect wants the result of what the end of the sales process provides to them. And they want it in a timely manner. They want the shit fast. So this weekend I went and I bought a new 4-wheel drive truck for our construction business. And I showed up at the dealership. It literally took me 20 minutes to sign it. But one of the conditions of them earning my business up front was like, price is a factor, but time is a huge factor. I'm coming in from the Denver airport. I'm stopping by your dealership. I'm signing papers and I'm driving home. If we can meet this condition, you can have my business. And the general manager met the condition. I literally showed up. Sam Pack Carrollton is a great place to buy a vehicle. They treated me absolutely gold. They gave me a good deal on a vehicle, and that was what happened. I gave them the condition that I was on a short amount of time. I needed to get home to my family, and they cleared it. They got the sale. Another one is money. People say, well, on the condition that I have the money, or the condition that I believe the investment is worth it, or on the condition that some money comes in from a commission check over here to where I can give it to you. Now, almost all prospects have the money objection. Even when I bought this truck, right? I'm not going to pay full sticker. Who pays full sticker for vehicles? That's insane. And I know some of you car guys are like, full price is fair price, and that's okay if you can sell that. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm not going to overpay for anything. I created a fair deal. The dealership, they got some money, right? They made a profit off the vehicle. I didn't rob them, and I got a fair price on the deal. I believe that everybody won in that situation, and that's what it's all about. But money was a factor. If you can meet this payment, because I lease vehicles, like if you can meet this payment at these terms with this amount of money down, then this is what I'm willing to do with you guys. There was a money factor. Everybody goes into any sales scenario with the money factor. Even if you're selling iPhones at the local AT&T retailer, there's still a money factor of how much is this phone going to cost me, and is it worth it? And is it worth the investment that I'm going to make? And am I going to get this amount of money satisfaction or results back for the investment? So you know that when people show up, money is just a condition that you're going to have to clear. So far, time and money are just conditions. You see, oftentimes as salespeople, I'll stop halfway through here, but oftentimes as salespeople, we start taking this shit personally. We let our ego get all bruised and we start getting all emotional about it. And like, oh, they're rejecting me over money. They're trying to rip me off. They're saying they don't have time and they're lying. We all have the same amount of hours. They can't be that busy. I saw what they make for a fucking living on their application, right? He works at McDonald's. He's not busy, damn it. Right? Like we all go through these emotional states, but the truth is they're just conditions. When I first started, submitting loans to underwriting, I worked really hard. I submit the loan to the underwriter. She gives me or he gives me a bunch of bullshit conditions back. I started getting all personal about it. Why is the underwriter picking on me? But as I matured over the years as a salesperson, I realized that it's just conditions. The faster you stop getting emotional about them, and the faster you fucking just start clearing them, the easier it is. The next thing is the partner, right? Usually there is a 50-50 chance that you're gonna have a partner. Could be a spouse, could be a business partner, could be any of that, right? But chances are you're gonna have a partner that's gonna be a condition too. That's one of the biggest objections that we get is like, I'll give you my business on the condition that my business partner says it's good, or on the condition that my wife or my husband or my lover or my dog or my cat or my goat or my fucking hamster or whatever the fuck, right? Like on the condition that they say it's okay too. And man, that's so frustrating, right? This is the one where we really get emotional, right? It's like we get all emotional because we're like, dude, how are you going to go third party sell somebody and I couldn't even close you, right? That's what we really want to say to them, right? It's like, I couldn't even get you to buy. How is your unconvincing ass going to go convince your business partner that this is the right decision when you can't even make that decision yourself, right? And we get all emotional about it, but the truth is it's just a condition. Okay, let's handle the business with your spouse, your partner, whoever as well. So again, take the emotional out of it. And the last one is something that's a little bit different. You remove the emotion from it, but it's desire. Some people just don't want what you sell, right? You ever walked in a place, looked around and thought, well, shit, I thought I wanted this, but I don't. A few months ago, I was looking for an Android phone. A lot of our clients ask us, like, because we teach a lot of stuff on the phone, so we use iPhone, because that's what I use, because I'm fucking normal, red-blooded American like you're supposed to. It's like your civic duty to use Apple products. But anyway, so, I was looking for a Samsung phone so that I could, all the, 5 people in our group that use Samsung, so I could help them out too, right? And so I went in there and they wanted like $900 for this phone. And then the other one that they wanted $700 for supposedly blows up on an airplane, so I can't even travel with the motherfucker, right? And so I just decided that simply, I didn't want it. The desire wasn't there. Now, could they have changed my mind? Could they have said, well, here's the thing. If you don't like these 2 phones, here's an Android that's similar to the iPhone. It does this, that, and the other. They could have changed my desire, but that was the condition that I had. It was like, hey, I want this phone. I need an Android phone to be able to help my clients out, but I don't like these. The condition is I do not have the desire to buy. So think about this when you go into your next sales circumstance, right? You're on the phone with somebody, you're in email with somebody, you're texting, you're face-to-face. Start looking for these conditions: time, money, partner, and desire, and address them as what they are, just normal conditions that you're going to get through the selling process. Don't let your emotions get involved in them. Just sell through them, clear the condition, and I promise you your commission check will thank you for it. So hey, if you dug this, make sure, of course you dug it, right? Like whatever, right? Just share this on LinkedIn, share it on Facebook, send a tweet out, give me a thumbs up on YouTube, help me spread the word, help other salespeople like remove the emotion and clear the condition. Thanks for watching.